Thanks for clicking on this short video. This is an extraction from a longer video of a workshop. The link to this longer video is in the description below. There, we discuss other facets of the same issue discussed here. Do take a look too.
Let's talk about the reality in the workplace. The reality in the workplace. Okay. How many of you have thought in this manner or are thinking, or you know people who think in this way? Be frank, I myself used to think in this way. Okay, my boss should know what I do. People, it's like, no, as long as my boss sees how hard I'm working, I will get a promotion and that sort of thing. All right. So we always think that, no, as long as we head down, do our work, things will come, our rewards will come. But the reality, especially nowadays, is not like this. I see so many clients and other people, non-clients as well, who get overlooked for promotion, for pay rise, for new opportunities. Why? Nowadays, maybe I won't say nowadays, it's always been this process, but I think the awareness is stronger. Okay, when our bosses talk about who to promote, pay rise and all that, it's really in a panel discussion, right? Where a group of bosses will sit together and say who deserves this, who deserves that, who deserves this. Okay? If you have a boss that doesn't know you well, or who is not convinced by what you do, or who is not a very good advocate, who is not a very good speaker, outspoken person to fight for you, and the other people around the table don't know you, your chances of getting all these things are much slimmer. Okay? So my main message here is that even at work, you need to be very conscious of your own brand at work. You cannot just head down and think about, automatically you do your work, people recognize you. Now, I'm not saying be political. No, far from it. In fact, I hate politics, by the way. Okay? But what I'm saying here is that you should be very conscious of how you should present yourself. Okay? Be very conscious. For example, if people say, hey, you want to join in these things, you want to contribute to this meeting, don't say no, I got no time. Okay? Think about this. How can it help you? How can it help other people then in turn help you? Okay? Now, related to this particular area, which I think is very relevant now. I just came across this article a couple of days ago. Is this one? Okay, maybe it's too small for you. But it is about work from home. It is about work from home. I extracted something at the bottom that says, remote workers are getting promoted 31% less than people who work in the office. Wow! Maybe you all know this, but even when it's said like this, it can be quite jarring, isn't it? Now, why do you think that's the case? Why do you think, there's a tendency for people who are not in the office, who don't work from home, or who works from home, are just not being considered for promotion? Somebody mentioned about visibility. Yeah, essentially it is, isn't it? Right? Because, like it or not, many company culture and bosses in particular have this notion that, if I don't see the person, I don't know what he's doing. He's at home, working from home, is he really doing the work and all that? Like it or not, right? I know it's not right, but there is that perception sometimes. Okay? So, how do you then? Now, many of us love working from home, right now. Okay? But then how do you then circumnavigate this notion? If you are working from home, what can you do? How can you increase your visibility? As somebody mentioned that. How can you increase your visibility? Well, somebody mentioned face-to-face. Okay? Initiate more face-to-face meetings, face-to-virtual-face meetings. Okay? So don't just be comfortable and just work by email, by message and all that. Right? Looking at people in the eye, people see you, see your face, see your presence, especially if it's in a one-on-one situation, is a much more powerful and creates a much lasting impression, much longer and lasting impression of you as a person and what you can do. So don't Don't sort of say, okay, I'm just going to have to ignore all face-to-face meetings. I'm just going to do emails and messaging, right? That is not such a good idea. Not such a good idea. Yeah. How many of you, when you go for Zoom meetings, where there's a large group of people, you just relax and keep quiet, just accept what people say, right? Again, when people you don't hear from you, they don't know who you are, they don't know what your views are. You may have something that is very particular that you thought, hey, that's not right. Okay? During meetings like this, Zoom meetings especially, all right? Resist the temptation. I know it's a very strong temptation, but resist the temptation of just sit back and relax. All right? Some of you may put the static picture just to make people think that you are still there. In fact, you are running around doing something else. Okay? Let's try and speak up. Take the initiative during the conversations. All right? Show that, hey, you know, this person, you have something to say. You have something worthwhile. Right? You have some ideas as well. How many of you during Zoom meetings are so tempted to just dress in t-shirt and shorts or singlets? Or even some topless for guys especially. You don't wear a shirt and all that. All right? What is the impression that people get of you? Especially when you turn on the camera. Right? Take the effort. Dress in a more positive way, more professional looking. Okay, you've seen people, right? They dress top part, they dress very formal, but bottom part is shorts and maybe underwear. I don't know. Okay, but whatever it is, what's come on the camera, look professional. Okay, look professional. Okay. This is something which I encourage everyone to do, whether you're working from home or even in the office. You update your bosses regularly, right? Maybe on a weekly basis. Give him updates on what you have done, what you have accomplished. Okay? This tells people that you are active. This tells people that you're taking the initiative, right? At the same time, if you have problems, you have issues, share your problems and issues, but suggest what you think a solution should be. Okay, so don't go to your boss with a problem. Go to your boss with a solution that you think can work and see what he says. Okay? This one I cannot emphasize enough. Okay? Working from home, sometimes we take cover, right? The notion of taking cover. But what if we be more proactive? We take the initiative to try and share whatever information we know, we have learned while we are working from home. What we have learned. Maybe sometimes when you're working from home, you're actually going on a course as well. Share what you have learned. Okay? Offer help. Take the initiative to offer help to your colleagues as well. Okay? Then that sort of tells people, hey, Andrea is someone who I can depend on. Andrea is someone who is very helpful. Okay? Andrea is really good in this area. Hopefully that sort of gives you some insights as to how you can manage your reputation if you're working from home. Alright? Hi! Thanks for watching this video. If you like what you've seen and can't wait for the next one, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel in the link below. See you soon!